Merry Christmas, everyone. Let's do switch Chillicothe. Do the whole thing. Not gonna be as long as I thought. About 30 minutes. We used the GP35 without sound, and I'm avoiding the gimbal. So, two of the things that hang me up make me mess up the sound and also the gimbal. Hopefully it'll run pretty smooth. First thing we have to do is switch wherever. We have 2 box cars to swap out for 2 box cars. I bought this GP35, I think, off eBay. It was not DCC ready, but Benjamin Horn milled the frame and put a decoder in it, and it runs fantastic. I need to fix the number boards though. He changed the number on it to match the one that I have a picture of me sitting in the cab, and I need to get the number boards to match that. As usual, I'm narrating this ahead of time because obviously Christmas morning I'm going to be busy. It's Wednesday afternoon, about 3:30, and it's a pretty cool day today. It's only about 35 degrees, bright and sunny. Get down to 22 tonight, but actually Christmas Day is supposed to be 60 here, so you never know in Kentucky. All right, we've pulled the 2 cars and put them back on the train. Now we're going to spot the other 2. I think I figured out why the steam engine was jumping so much from speed step 1 to 2. I had changed the controller from 128 to 28 steps because that makes the GP7 with sound sound a little bit better, and forgot to change it back. If I run that on 128, it doesn't have that big a difference. I'll just have to remember that. All right, we're coming out of the spur. And as usual, we have a gondola full of steel to switch into Union Spring, so we'll do that next. At the end of the video, I'll show you a couple shots of our Christmas decorations in the house. My wife really enjoys Christmas, goes all out. I'm more of a, I don't want to say a Scrooge, but I'm more, less is more sometimes. Except for moving the camera, I pretty much shot this in one take. Didn't have any stalls. Did have an unexpected uncoupling coming out of Miller Distribution that I edited out, but that's about it. Okay, we're going to spot the empty, just farther down the spur. And then we can push the load in. I've got the garden railroad all cleaned up. My brother-in-law has never seen it. So I tried to run it some Christmas Eve, and probably won't shoot any video, but if the weather stays nice next week, I may run some operating sessions on that, because I'm off on next week too. Okay, we spotted the load. And I always stop the video here just to, so you don't see me struggling to uncouple. All right, so now we're going to pull these 3 cars up and go back and get the rest of the train. Well, after we get the gondola. Back through the crossover. We're just going to pull forward. We'll be blocking Douglas Avenue for a few minutes while I run around the train. So we have 3 cars left to switch. We have a reefer on the end to go to Miller and 2 cars to go to General Chemical. I've got a Milwaukee Road reefer there on the end. It sort of reminded me of my friends up in Wisconsin, so hope they have a Merry Christmas. So we're going to run around the train, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and push the train forward a little bit so we don't keep blocking Douglas Avenue. I'd forgotten to throw that turnout, so back to straight. Here we go, we're going to push the train forward. Just a little bit. Now we're going to back up and swap cars at Miller. This is where I had the unexpected uncoupling. The locomotive just let go of the Milwaukee Road cars. So I did edit that out. A lot of times during this part of the year, people make videos sort of reflecting on the year and what their plans are for next year. So obviously my plans are continue moving forward with Oak Hill and just do minor improvements on Chillicothe as they arise. I think Oak Hill will keep me pretty occupied. Yeah, I have to watch it. If I push it too far back, I'm on my tiptoes here. It's hard to see. So we have 2 cars to switch into General Chemical. Of course, we've got that box car at the team track in the way. It's been sitting there for a while. It's another car I'm keeping an eye on to see what is going on with it, why it's not moving. A little coupler issue there too. Forgotten about that one. So I actually paused here for a second to think, what's the best way to do this? So I finally decided to put the 2 cars that I'm going to switch in to General Chemical, push them across Douglas Avenue, go get the car from the team track and couple to them, and that way they're all in the correct order when I finally make my last delivery or shove down the spur. Hear a train. I don't know if you're going to get to hear him blow or not. It's on the Norfolk Southern. There's no grade crossings really close to my house, but usually I can hear it. It's southbound, I believe. We'll keep the empty reefer as a buffer car. So now we'll go pick up the 2 cars at General Chemical. Now we'll just use the whole string to push down the spur. This engine is a really good puller. Wind's picking up a little bit. I'll have to check the recording out. I may be recording this over, depending on how aggravating the wind noise is. So I just need to spot the boxcar back at the team track. Just need to put the train back together and head back to the yard. One thing I did learn from doing this longer video, if I'm going to sit outside and narrate it, it's 35 degrees. Might want to get a hat and gloves. It's getting cold. So we're heading back to the yard now. No caboose since we just switched Chillicothe. So again, at the end of this, after the train disappears, I'll just show you a little bit of our Christmas decorations. Well, you can hear a train going by. Just wanted to show you. My wife really loves Christmas. This is our back porch. You can see my garden railroad down there. A few burnt out lights there, but right now the forecast for Christmas Day is about 60 degrees. Of course, it'll be cool in the evening, but we've got a fire pit here that we can light, and we have a lot of good times out here. Listening to trains too. Okay, so I showed you some of the outside decorations. Get some of the inside. My wife's not here. She'd be fussing at me. You can see that we've got Ferdinand down there on Jazzy's bed. So Jazzy's on the carpet. There's Mouse all curled up. There's Tux on the couch, and there's Chance chowing down. I just fed him. So we'll talk a little bit about family tradition. This sleigh was made by my great-grandfather. The two reindeer in the very front, he made those with, I assume, like a coping saw, because this thing is fairly old. He made two of them. My parents gave me this one about 15 years ago. My sister has the other one. It was sort of beat up. I had to restore it. The reindeer here in the middle, they're just from Michael's. But like I said, he made those and made the sleigh. And of course, I found the stuffed Santa somewhere, and the gifts are all from Michael's. So anyhow, but it's a Christmas tradition to have that in the house. A couple railroad lanterns, my wife's nativity set, and another thing she's really proud of is this, and here it's an heirloom of hers. Anyhow, so you know, it's the usual pre-Christmas mess. That's why I have to film it before my wife gets home. She won't know about it till I already posted it. Anyhow, so I just want to reflect on the year a little bit. Really, I've had a good year. It's been much better in 2021 than 2020. Of course, COVID is still out there, but we had a little bit of a sense of normalcy anyhow. And we are going to get to see some family members at Christmas this year. I want to thank everybody who's gone along with the journey of my videos. I'll sort of walk down the hall here to the train room. Oh, sorry, hit my elbow. There's a sneak preview of Cedar Heights Clay. But yeah, it's been a good year. Made a lot of friends, and thank you to everybody. Hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look forward to sharing my railroad adventures with you, whether they be real or model, in 2022. Stay safe.